Dear subscribers, so I'm rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm gonna do a general message for the sign of Taurus for September 2022. Taurus, the card that you got is self-focus. Say yes, honor your needs, consensual relationships. The self-focus mandala. I'm doing the most important message, and is the Native American Healing Oracle. The self-focused mandala relates to a gift of self-love and self-nourishment. You're guided to bring your focus to yourself as you are embarking on an incredible adventure where you will encounter new levels of self as you do so. It is ever important to give yourself a daily ritual of self-nourishment and care. Reassess what your soul needs to become a beautiful flower you are. As you notice all ways of being falling away, take time to discover and nurture new aspects of yourself that are quickly becoming your advanced human form. Love them, embrace them as you will another. On another level, this self-focused mandala speaks of consent. Allow yourself to be loved by another. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow the unbridled passion within a relationship without the restrictions of time past. The self-focus of this card for my dear Taurus is this mandala brings you self-focused motivation and movement to all that makes your heart sing. Give yourself an open-eye meditation by creating a daily ritual where you offer yourself a quality time doing the very things you are passionate about. You may wish to begin each day by greeting your soul and asking, "How may I serve you?" Go for the regular walks in nature, write down your heart desires, lie out in the grass and breathe the landscape. Taking your self-focused mandala with you as you undertake your self-care rituals will anchor their energy. From this foundation of self-love, you can allow yourself to soar, to bring a new level of self-love and confidence to relationships. Place this mandala in the relationship corner, the right-hand corner from entry point, on the bedroom or under the bed. The key elements for this mandala is rose pink gray, emerald green, heart chakra, sacral chakra, and the four elements: self-love, daily rituals, embrace, and goals. Passion, receiving love, relationships. So Taurus, this is the message for you. Self-focus is focusing yourself to the things that you want, the things that you need, the thing that you want to accomplish. Okay. And for those that are on TikTok, you can finish this video on my YouTube channel. So let's see how the reading is gonna be. Taurus, I am gonna be doing a general message. Okay, I'm gonna continue to do the Celtic cross because I did the wheel of medicine, but I'm gonna continue to do the Celtic cross. I think it's more easy for everybody to understand this reading. Okay, so, and I even for myself, because it's a healing process here that's going on with a lot of us. Okay, my intention of these readings is for love and affection, but it could also be a situation that it could be a family member, a friend, doesn't have to be your partner. Okay, so let's see. The first card that you get is exemplar of stones. Exemplar of stones. What's crossing you is the Ace of Pipes, which is fire energy. What's beneath you is Justice in reversed. What's behind you is the Three of is it a bows? Or Three of Cups. Let me put it out. It's plain English. Okay. Three of Cups. What's crowning you is the grandmother in reversed. Your future energy is the Five of Pipes. Okay, let's see. I'm using the Medicine Woman Oracle. Tarot. And then I'm going to use the Medicine Woman Oracle. Yourself, the Eight of Arrows in reverse. which will be the Eight of Swords. Your house position, you have the Peacemaker in reversed. In your hopes and fears, you have the Apprentice, Arrows, and this will be like the Page. And the outcome energy is Totem of Bowls, Dolphin, and Swimmer. The bottom of the deck, you got Seeds, and Seeds in reversed. Okay, and I'm gonna see as to why you got Seeds in reverse. Basically, Seeds is what we give to is when we're not that we give to others, but this is an energy where you put in the ground is what's gonna come out, right? Basically, that's what it is. And this is the Fool in reverse. See the Fool card number 0 here. The Fool in reverse, Seeds in reverse. Plant the seeds, begin. Okay, so because it's coming in reverse, I feel that you at this time, you cannot see your future. But even though you cannot see your future, Taurus, it's okay. You're not supposed to, okay? Sometimes things are happening as they go by. It's not an overnight thing. Sometimes God, the creator, that, whatever is happening to you doesn't have to be an overnight thing, okay? So it's not okay. I'll do this today, and then tomorrow I'll figure it out. What's what it is that it have to be done. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, we wish that things work that way, but it doesn't. Okay, so this is how it is right now. You're like, I feel that you don't know which path to take. You don't know where you're going. You right now, you don't even trust yourself. You probably, I hear the word blaming yourself for things that are happening. It's a lot of, sometimes we blame ourselves. Sometimes we think we're wrong. Sometimes we think that we should have done more. But whatever is happening to you, where you feel that, you had a path and then all of a sudden everything changed. Like sometimes overnight, people change, things happen, and you're like, let me put it this way. Like, let's say if there was a hurricane going on, right? And all of a sudden you lost your house. You got to start from 0, and you don't know, like, which way to start. Do I start building? Do I move? What do I do? So I feel that that's how you feel for some of you, Taurus, right now. And the first card that you have here is the exemplar of, will be like the king of this stone will be the pentacle. And I feel like this one over here is kind of like this is the woman that works for living, and you will be the one, your children, you're the household, you're the record keeper, you're the one that maintains the home. If it's not financially, you do all the housework, okay? And here I have the Ace of Pipes. Okay, this is the wands, the energy of wands. And I feel that this here, what's crossing you, is the Ace of Pipes, that these are possibilities. This, like, I do feel that some of you may end up starting a job, okay? You might be working on yourself and maybe learning something new. Maybe you want to learn something, computers, data entry. Maybe you want to, whatever your inspiration is, because I feel like you need to focus, you need to learn learn something new. Taurus, you probably like music. If you do have a good career, a good job, take a class, a course, or something else. I believe that also came in my Spanish videos, where something that you need to learn, okay? Maybe you need to learn about yourself. If that's the case, maybe that's what you need to do. You have the Balance card in reverse, Justice card number 11. Also about legal issues, okay? So maybe it is time for you to balance or restore your energy, okay? If if you've been doing so much work, if you've been doing, either with yourself or with the family, there's a lot that you've been doing. um, it's time for you to say to yourself, you know what, let me rest. For others, this could be a situation that has to do with karmic issues. Okay, and always remember that when I bring the card of karmic situations, um, also bring harmony. Balance also can be like harmony to your house, to yourself. Give to yourself. I feel that some of you gotta give to yourself. So, balance your energy. I feel like that right now you're unbalanced. Look at the card here. I have two old people. If I don't know if you can see it in the forest, and the animals are playing around, and they're happy. They're jumping around. I feel like you probably need to take a break, go on a trip or something, and just go to the park. You don't have to go on a trip and just stay one night in the park and see how it is, how you feel. Maybe that relaxes you. The countryside relaxes you, and you are, you know, Taurus. You're green. You're the Pentacles. You're the Earth. So maybe you need to balance, walk around the Earth, in the park, in the grass, and that's gonna give you a little bit of grounding and balancing. The card that you have in the past is the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups and this is in the past. So I feel that you were having some kind of a spiritual awakening, and I feel that this is time for you to increase your spiritual awareness. And this card in the Three of Bowls or the Three of Cups is not too much celebration of within each other. For the medicine woman, is a celebration with spirit. You see three two women and probably one man. This could be a man, and this person is giving offerings to spirit, and that's what natives used to do. We used to give offerings to spirit, and I feel that you need to increase your spiritual circle. Okay, what's crowning you is the grandmother in reversed. Okay, which is the moon. The moon is the grandmother, as most of you know. Is card number 18. And I feel that you need to start looking for wisdom from the old people. See, this one is expanding the people that are spirituals like you. You don't necessarily needs to go to church. It could also be a lot of people do live sessions, where you can do a Zoom session. People are doing Zoom in a lot of places that come, I know that I do follow a couple of them that they don't, but they do speak English. We have a spiritual church in New York. Actually, they get together on Thursdays and Sundays. But for those that, you're able to get into those, it's good. Okay. A lot of people follows that. And also, this is the grandmother. That the grandmother is, you are going to see yourself in your life as a whole the new way. Do not do anything until you do. A great inspiration is coming. So I feel that for some of you, you got to start focusing on like the card that came in, which is in reverse. And for some of you, the grandmother is the old wise woman. Okay, so try to follow those tendencies and maybe look for a guide. Okay, someone that you can follow, someone that you can understand, someone that's teaching you like the old ways. Some of us met our grandmothers, some of us didn't meet our grandmothers, and they had another way of seeing life by the time they become grandmothers. Okay, so this card is trying to seek wisdom from an old wise woman. So it doesn't have to be your immediate wise grandmother. It could be any other person that is wise. It doesn't have to be old. It could be wise, or someone that has studied esoteric work for a long time. And look, the card that you have here in your future position is the Five of Pipes, which that will be called like the Five of Wands or the Five of Fire. So the Five of Pipes is like, if you remember, it's fights in the regular tarot, and it's like people thinking differently. It's kind of like argumentative, but really don't hit each other. But it's like you have a group of people that you guys don't agree. Okay, so that's what I see that's going on with you, Taurus. And like there's people around you, and this could be immediate family, it could be immediate friends. I do see this reading more, not too much into a relationship with others. Okay, like with your partner. I feel that some of you, for this reading, your relationship with your parent is fine, partner is fine, but I see this reading more into yourself, like you learning, you approaching, you you know, balancing, seeking, not knowing where you're going, me, like, because it's in reverse. I feel like the grandmother, you need to find somebody because you don't have that person that you can talk to, you understand. And I feel that there is a lot of either is, if within your family, maybe your sisters, your brother, whoever it is, it's a lot of things that you guys don't agree. So with the Eight of Arrows, you have the Eight of Arrows, and it's coming in reverse. um this card is usually like it, you know, when it's the upward position, this will be like the Eight of Swords. In reverse is like the, you know, upward positions, you're afraid, right? But this one is like you're not afraid no more. Whatever decisions, commit to whatever you want to do. Like at first it's like, I'm afraid to do this, I'm afraid to walk, to go to work, I'm afraid to drive a car, let's put it that way. But in reverse it's like, no, I'm not afraid anymore, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to move forward. I'm going to get my driver's license, I'm going to get this job, I'm going to do whatever you want to do. Is like you're not afraid anymore. This is in your position. I'm not afraid of saying this. You know, if there's problems with your family where you guys don't see eye to eye, now I'm going to say, this is what I want to do. You know, the next card that you have in your house, this is yourself, and this is your house position, is the Hierophant in reverse, the Peacemaker. So that card is number 5. And basically, because you are in reverse in this card, I feel that right now you're not being the peacemaker. Maybe you are adding to the fire. Okay, sometimes some people wants to be right, and in this case I feel like you, Taurus, you want to say, look, you know what, I'm right. You're not creating the peace. Okay. And again, those two cards that are in reverse are telling you you need to look for guidance, because the Hierophant is, you know, this is the teacher, this is the student, or I am the priest, this is the people, and we're listening to what this person have to say. However, if you're coming in reverse, that means that you're not listening to what you priest, your you know, whatever you believe in. If you have someone that you follow, and if you don't, maybe you don't have somebody that follows you, you don't have somebody that gives you the guidance. Okay, remember, grandmothers used to give us guidance. If you don't have your grandmother, your grandfather, you near you, you don't have the guidance from your parents. You right now, a lot of people don't have guidance from a lot of things, like the churches. They don't know if they should belong to the church. They don't know if they're going to be Episcopalian. They want to change the religion. Everything is all over the place at this time. And look at this, in the hopes and the fears position, you have the Apprentice of Arrows, which is also the swords, right? And the apprentice is kind of like like stand up for yourself. um that's one of the messages. Okay. And keep your word. You know, sometimes whatever you have to say, you have to say. And don't put yourself down if you cannot say whatever you want to say. You know, like if you want to say, you know, this is the, in this house, if let's say you want to practice peace and you say in this house there is no profanity, then say it. You are teaching, okay, or you need to learn. There's two things in this reading that I feel that's going on with you. Don't be afraid. If you have chosen a different path, a spiritual path, opposed to what you were taught, let's say you were raised in a Christian family and now you don't want to believe in Christianity and you want to believe in esoteric work because that's the reason why you're here, you're learning. And I feel that some of you are learning because this is a person that's teaching this kid to, you know, with the arrow to, you know, point to the arrow, and this is a learning process. So I feel like for some of you, don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to find other teachers. Learn. Maybe you need to learn from a book. The problem with the book is that you don't have the person to ask, what about this, what about that. You understand? So here you had the dolphins, the the totem of water, and you have the dolphin. And this card is telling you like you need to swim in eternal light. So I feel that a lot of you with this reading is about yourself, Taurus. It's not too much about what other people think, what other people want. I feel that this is all about you. Um, and remember, that card that came in was self-focus. You can always do a screenshot on this card and put it in your pillow, put it under your pillow, you know, whatever you want to put it, because this is a card that's telling you to concentrate in you. I feel that there is a learning experience that you need to have, Taurus, and no one but you can take that first step to say, I want to learn more about spirit. That's what a lot of people are doing, especially after losing so many people in this planet worldwide. We are trying to learn about spirits because we're grieving, because they're gone, because we wanted for them to stay. You know, maybe if that's the case, you need to learn. Buy books, okay? When I do my live, I'm probably going to recommend a couple of books that I have read, and I don't have them out right now, but I will try to see if there's any books out there, okay? I know one is with Dolores Cannon, Life After Death, or Death After Life, I believe it is. You can look at that book, it's pretty good. I'm going to clarify some of these cards and see what other messages I have for you. You have the Justice cards in reverse, and you have the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Cups here. So I feel it's for balancing. Maybe it's a job situation for some of you where you need to focus on your job or focus on the things that you're doing. Maybe you know, this also means like improvements in your money and in your finances, or the place where you worship. This looks like a church, and it's like maybe you need to focus a little bit more into your church. But at the same token, if you are looking for a job, I feel like you are going to get the job that you're looking for. Okay, I'm reading the ones that are in reverse. You have the grandmother. Let's see as to why you get that grandmother. What's crowning you? So I do feel that for some of you, you probably are feeling lost because of the pain of losing someone. This could also be feeling some frustration that you lost a parent or a grandparent or friend. Okay, for some of you, that could be your issue. Okay, Taurus, and let me see as to why you have the Five of Pipes up here. You have the Four of Wands. I feel that some of you can be having issues because of property. This represents a house, okay? So if this is the case that there is a property, you know, like either you're fighting because you want to stay, you want to go, you want to sell. So there is something going on in this house, and there is a lot of arguments. I feel that energy or that tension of that property or that house is very hard. I feel that you want to be more happy in that place where you are right now, but I don't see it happening. But eventually, I feel that sooner or later things are gonna get better. With the 8 of Arrows in reverse, let's see what it is. I feel like this is good news are coming in for you. Okay, this could be, like I said, job wise or something that you needed to settle. Let me just take one more card for the grandmother in reverse. That some of you might be still grieving someone. Okay, and some of you cannot go to sleep. But look, it's gonna change. Everything takes time. You know, if any one of you is grieving somebody, don't worry about it, because things are going to get better. Things cannot get any worse, okay? And your house position, you have the Hierophant. And here you have the, the Six of Pentacles. Like, to me, I feel that for some of you, maybe you are going to start going to school. Maybe you're going to take courses. A lot of people in the esoteric work or world, we tend to pay for courses. It's not like there is a church and we're going to learn everything. And this work that we do is not easy. Sometimes getting a tarot reading is, you have to pay for it. Taking a course, you have to pay for it. A lot of things don't come free. And the church, the difference is that you guys gave out donations to the church, but people don't see it that way. And the esoteric people don't want to pay. But for some of you, okay, I like I said, I tried to do this based on relationship, but I don't see a relationship going on here. About relationship, I feel that this is more like a work situation, and probably this is income that's coming towards you in your house, and maybe that's how you're gonna develop. You know, maybe you don't go to church, but you go into Zoom. You know, I feel that for some of you, if you were looking for a job, you don't have access to do things for you, maybe just a reading, you're gonna get the finances. I do feel that with this card in the house, in the hopes and fears position, if you wanted to learn something, I feel that you don't know where to go. I feel that you're a little lost. And remember, you're coming in with the Fool, where you don't know where am I going? What am I going to do? What should I learn? Should I go to school for nursing? Should I go to school? Should I take a class? Should I change jobs? I feel that for some of you are like kind of like lost when it comes to probably your work, maybe yourself. You need to work on yourself. Maybe you need to do a Reiki session, okay? And you need money to get the Reiki session, because your spirit is like all over the place. Remember, these readings are general. I always give you all the messages that I get when I see the cards, because I feel like a lot of you are like all over the place, kind of like this card. Should I get the cup that has this man head on top, or should I get that card that has the snake in it? So, like, I feel that you guys are all over the place, not knowing where to go, what to do. I do feel that you guys need guidance. You need some kind of teacher, some kind of like a big brother, big sister, guidance. Basically, guidance. And I don't see you getting that. But I also see that you need to get the strength, okay? You need to start working on yourself, because even if you have that person that's going to teach you and you're all over the place, it's going to go on one ear and get out in the other. So it's like you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. But if you decide that you say, like here, inner strength, confrontation with yourself and other people. So this card is telling me, like, I feel that there is other people that you're having confrontation with, like you have the Five of Wands, and the Strength is two cards are very similar to it, the message, or maybe you just have a confrontation with yourself that you don't know what to do. Okay, if this has nothing to do with the people around you, it's probably your inner self. And remember what card came in, the message that came in, self-focus. So go back always to this card, because it's usually associated with what's going on here. Okay. So I don't think it has nothing to do with the relationship that you have. I feel like your relationship is doing okay. I feel that yourself is the one that is lost right now. For some of you, I hear the word lost, and you want to focus or refocus to maybe you had a straight life before, and all of a sudden, like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Okay, why should I do this? Okay, let me see in the Roman in the with the Lover's Oracle and see what message is here for you. Taurus, let's see what the message is here for you with this oracle. These cards are so slippery. This one is for you. I'm going to take this card for your partner. You have two. Took the bottom one. So the message here is, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. This is you. So remember, if you're too concentrated on the house, on the money, okay, this is work and the money, you don't take nothing with you, and we all know that, but we don't understand it. For some reason, we don't understand it, that we don't take anything, and we know it. And you still want the car, the house, sometimes some people want the most expensive car, and sometimes some people want the most expensive uh, house, right? And for your partner, it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So you can also relate this message to yourself. If you feel like those two cards represent you, it's fine. But my intention is, one is for you and one is your partner. I'm going to take a card, a healing card, to see what message here, even though this is the most important message. Let's see what animal journey comes in. Oh, animal message here. You have the porcupine. Porcupine. Some words, some animals, I don't know how to say the words. I'm not good with animals. Not that I'm bad with them, and the card is number 12. Sometimes I don't even know the names in Spanish, to be honest with you. Innocence. Porcupine reminds me of innocence again, with every man or a brother, each woman a friend. If you observe porcupine, you will immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like otters, porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive. When fear is not present, it is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck in its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own needs to trust and faith, far becoming like a child again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at Alola. She wondered if was a playful that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisions all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top and make a log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there's any juice for worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back and rough out her back if she wanted to. If choosing the porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world, where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine of this card is that relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that you gave joy as a child. Remember the precious fantasies and imaginations, and making of some of those toys for nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that let everyone win. In the contrary, if pulling the porcupine card reverse, you're giving yourself a timely warning that you cannot win the game of life if you are too serious. In some areas of your life, you may be feeling hurt or afraid of trusting again. It is possible that life has recently dealt with a hard blow. If this is so, it is time to begin again by placing faith in your ability to overcome the lessons with joy. Are you willing to trust yourself? If so, you might begin by writing down the feelings that come out of the situation. How can you, as your adult self, comfort you? The child within and teach your inner child how to have faith and trust again. The ill-dignified porcupine is belly up, which is quills stuck in the ground. This is a rather defenseless position. You may be forcing yourself to be vulnerable so that you can regain your hope. Perhaps you need to roll over to get your tummy patted. This position could therefore indicate that you're ready to accept a little love from others. In any case, if you're not willing to trust again, this card is forcing you to look at why or why not. So basically, this card is telling you, first of all, play. Find yourself like a little child when you trusted your mom, when you trusted your friends, you trusted your teacher, and you were able to play and you were secure. You were safe and secure. That's one the message that I hear from this oracle. Like play, 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 play. Don't be too serious with yourself. Maybe some of you are being too harsh. And trust. Learn to trust again. Go back to your innocence and have faith and trust, because I feel that some of you have lost the faith and have lost the trust. And remember how you came in with the this card that came in reverse. That's one of the messages that you got, and one was the grandmother, and this one the peacemaker, which is the pope. In this case is the hierophant. Back in the indigenous era, it was peacemaker. Indigenous work with peace, and that's what they did. They didn't there was no such a thing as a priest, a pastor, or whatever. He was just that elder, and he was the peacemaker. So let's see what crystal comes in for you. This is another healing card. I feel that a lot of you are going through some kind of healing energy. So you have the amethyst, which is one of the stones that I love. Look at how beautiful this one is. This is a beautiful, beautiful stone that I like to have it on my table. And this card is like, I don't want to repeat myself, but it's such a beautiful card. I mean, crystal. The perfect blueprint. Brandenburg amethyst. It doesn't matter how they put all the names, but amethyst is amethyst. The self-understanding for this card is you are a being of pure consciousness and are wonderful just the way you are. Embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental construct, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, relationships that no longer serve you. Heal the past, reframe previous choices that you have made in your life, and take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. Divination, you are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Step onto your soul path and see your future with potential. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest. And what is this say? Clear focus, self-focus. Okay? Bring your dreams into fruition. The healing insight for this card is that you're perfectly exactly the way you are. The frequency is high. The chakra all including the highest. The timing is any moment. The soul path, seeing the perfection in each moment. So see your life as a perfect life. You know, stop putting things around your life. Stop putting yourself that you're an imperfect being. You're not an imperfect being. We're just going through some life changes, okay? And we all go through some kind of path, right? And just remember, you are perfect and exactly the way you are. So don't start giving yourself, oh, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. No, stop putting yourself things that you don't have. Um, and it's not, okay? So with that said, my dear Taurus, love and light, I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the night. And thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. Okay, Virgo is up for some of this Virgo people. So you are up. Have a wonderful rest of the night and good night. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Again, the next one is Gemini. Okay? So have a nice one. Good night.